Hello, I am Dr. William. I am a men's health specialist and urologist with over 25 years of experience helping older men naturally restore their sexual health. I have worked with thousands of men in their 50s, 60s, and 70s who thought their sex lives were gone forever, but with the right knowledge, habits, and nutrition, they were able to get it back. Today, we're going to talk about a common and very personal problem: age-related changes that weaken erections and reduce sexual function. Let's be honest. With age, blood circulation slows down, hormone levels change, and the tissues of the penis can lose their youthful elasticity. But that's not all. Chronic inflammation, slow blood flow, and hidden hormonal imbalances are also common. The good news? You don't have to just accept this decline. You can fight back naturally and safely. One of the simplest and most overlooked ways is through proper nutrition. The right food choices can reduce inflammation that damages blood vessels and erectile tissue, improve blood flow by directing more oxygen to where it's needed, support healthy hormone levels, including testosterone, promote gradual restoration of erectile function over time. Today, my goal is to show you the 5 best natural foods rich in protein and other nutrients that can help you maintain your erections and penis health as you age. They're not exotic, expensive, or hard to find. These are common foods that you can add to your diet to restore blood flow, reduce inflammation, and support hormones that stimulate sex drive and potency. I want you to understand, these are not magic cures. These are real, lasting changes. Because if there's one thing I've learned in my years of practice, it's that most older men don't suffer from a lack of desire. They lack the right approach. If you're watching this video right now, you're already doing what most men don't do. You're taking responsibility for your health. That tells me that you still care about your independence, your self-confidence, and your ability to share real intimacy with someone you love. This is important, not just for your erections, but for your overall health. Studies show that men who remain sexually active in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s have better cardiovascular health, are less likely to suffer from depression, have better memory, and even sleep better. Why? Because regular sexual activity is associated with improved vascular health, healthy hormone levels, reduced stress, emotional connection that helps combat loneliness and isolation. But here's the thing: you can't rely on pills alone. You can't ignore the rest of your health. And of course, you can't continue to eat like you did when you were 30 and expect your body to respond the same way it did then. These foods can help you maintain blood flow, reduce chronic inflammation, support testosterone production, and protect the tissues of the penis from age-related changes. I'll explain how each one works, why it's important, and how you can start incorporating it into your diet right away. Because I don't want you to just know this. I want you to use this. So before we get started, I'd like you to introduce yourself in the comments. Write your name and where you're watching from. This is a safe, respectful space for older men who want honest, practical advice about their health, sex life, and independence. Let's break the silence around older men's health and start talking about what really works. Ready? Let's get started. Chicken eggs, an affordable source of choline and protein. General description: eggs are a simple, familiar food with real power for men's health. They're inexpensive, easy to prepare, and packed with easily digestible protein and choline, 2 nutrients older men often don't get enough of. Key benefits: choline supports the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter essential for vascular tone. This means your blood vessels, including those in the penis, relax and expand more effectively, improving blood flow for erections. Protein is needed to repair and maintain tissues, including the smooth muscle in the penis. That muscle tone helps trap blood and maintain firmness. How it works: improves nerve transmission to the blood vessels in the penis, promotes smooth muscle tone, which is essential for reliable erections. Additional benefits: supports liver function, helping with hormone balance and detoxification. Provides general body strengthening, important for energy and resilience as we age. Recommended use: I usually suggest 1 to 2 eggs per day, boiled or scrambled. It's an easy habit, gentle on digestion, and fits into most breakfasts without fuss. If you're worried about cholesterol, Know that modern research shows moderate egg consumption is safe for most older men. But of course, if you have cardiovascular issues, speak with your doctor first. A patient's story. Let me tell you about Bill, 68. When he came to see me, he was feeling tired and complaining about weaker erections. Cooking for one felt like too much work, so he often grabbed processed foods. I encouraged him to make one simple change: 2 eggs every morning. It was easy, familiar. Within a month, Bill reported better energy, stronger morning erections, and just feeling more like himself. It wasn't magic, just good nutrition supporting his body's natural functions. A note just for you. If you're watching this, I want you to know you're not alone. Many men over 50 worry they're losing it, or that this part of life is behind them. That's simply not true. Small changes, like adding eggs to your daily routine, can help you restore some of what aging tries to steal. You deserve to feel strong, confident, and connected again. Take care of yourself. Start simple. Be patient. And if you're comfortable, tell me in the comments. Do you eat eggs now? How do you like to prepare them? Where are you watching from? Your journey matters. Let's talk about it. 2. Walnuts, a concentrate of healthy fats. General description. Walnuts are one of the most valuable foods I recommend to older men. They're easy to find, require no cooking, and deliver a remarkable combination of omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and protein, all of which are critical for supporting sexual health and overall vitality. Key components. Omega-3 fatty acids help reduce chronic inflammation, a hidden enemy of blood vessels and erectile function. Arginine is an amino acid found in high levels in walnuts. It's a precursor to nitric oxide, the natural compound that tells your blood vessels to relax and dilate. Mechanism of action. Omega-3 reduces inflammation in blood vessels, helping them stay flexible and healthy, ensuring good blood flow throughout the body, including to the penis. Arginine boosts nitric oxide production, directly helping the tiny arteries in the penis dilate during arousal. That dilation is what allows blood to rush in and create a firm erection. Additional benefits. Lowers the risk of cardiovascular disease by supporting healthy cholesterol levels and reducing inflammation. Helps improve memory and cognitive function, important as we age. Recommended use. A small handful per day, about 30 grams, is perfect. It's enough to deliver benefits without adding too many calories. You can eat them plain, add them to oatmeal or salads, or even keep them by your favorite chair for an easy, healthy snack. A patient's story. Let me share an example that always makes me smile. Frank, 72, came to see me worried about flagging erections and what he called a foggy brain. He was retired, enjoyed reading, but found himself losing his train of thought and feeling embarrassed with his wife because things just weren't working in the bedroom. We looked at his diet. It was heavy on red meat, bread, and processed snacks, almost no nuts or healthy fats. I asked him to try one small handful of walnuts every day. It seemed too simple, but he agreed. 2 months later, Frank was a different man. He told me his wife noticed the difference first. Erections were firmer, and he felt more confident initiating intimacy again. He also reported sharper thinking and feeling less inflamed, as he put it. Fewer aches and more energy. It wasn't a miracle pill. It was nutrition doing what it's supposed to do, supporting his body's natural functions. A gentle reminder for you, if you're watching this, remember, it's never too late to make small changes with big payoffs. You don't need fancy supplements or expensive solutions. You need real, whole foods that give your body the building blocks it needs to stay strong, vibrant, and sexually capable. Walnuts are an easy, tasty way to support your erections, your heart, and your mind all at once. I'd love to know, do you eat walnuts now? How do you like them? Tell me where you're watching from. Your story matters. Let's keep this conversation going. 3. Avocado, a source of healthy fats and phytonutrients. General description. Avocado isn't just a trendy fruit you see in restaurants. It's genuinely a health bomb, especially for older men who want to maintain strong erections and overall vitality. It's creamy, satisfying, and packed with nutrients that directly support vascular health, hormone balance, and energy levels. Key components. Monounsaturated fats, the good fats that support heart and blood vessel health. Potassium and magnesium, crucial minerals that help maintain healthy blood pressure and relax blood vessel walls. Phytosterols, natural plant compounds that can support hormone balance, especially testosterone levels. Mechanism of action, improves blood vessel elasticity, helps arteries stay flexible so blood can flow freely to the penis during arousal. Reduces inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a major cause of poor circulation and erectile dysfunction. Supports hormonal balance. Good fats and plant sterols can aid in maintaining healthier testosterone levels naturally. Additional benefits. Lowers cholesterol. Monounsaturated fats can help reduce bad LDL cholesterol without lowering the good HDL cholesterol. Promotes better absorption of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, K, which are essential for immunity, tissue repair, and overall energy. Recommended intake. I generally recommend half an avocado per day. It's versatile, sliced on whole grain bread, cubed in salads, mashed as a simple spread. It's filling, delicious, and easy to add to any meal. A patient's story. Let me tell you about Harold. He was 70, a retired contractor, and still sharp as a tack. But he told me, quietly, that he was avoiding sex because he was embarrassed about softer erections. He also had borderline high cholesterol and said he didn't cook much. Lots of fast food and sandwiches with processed meats. We talked about simple swaps. One of the easiest? Replacing some of those spreads and fatty meats with half an avocado a day. It didn't feel like a big change to him. But over 3 months, he came back smiling. He'd lost a bit of weight. His cholesterol numbers improved. But the biggest win for him? He said, "Doc, I'm not worried about disappointing my partner anymore." His erections were firmer, more reliable, and he felt less anxious about intimacy. It wasn't magic. It was nutrition supporting his body's natural systems, improving blood flow, reducing inflammation, helping his hormones work better. A note just for you. If you're watching this, I want you to know that these small, daily changes add up. Avocado isn't a miracle cure, but it's one of those gentle, powerful tools you can use to reclaim your health, confidence, and connection. Natural cheese, protein and calcium for blood vessels. General description. Natural cheese isn't just a tasty addition to your plate. It's an affordable, minimally processed source of high-quality nutrition, especially valuable for older men aiming to maintain healthy blood flow and sexual function. Unlike many processed foods, real cheese offers complete nutrients that support circulation, tissue repair, and overall strength. Key components. Complete animal protein. Contains all essential amino acids needed for tissue maintenance and repair. Calcium. Vital for proper contraction and relaxation of the muscles in blood vessel walls. Enzymes. Support digestion and nutrient absorption. Mechanism of action. Protein supports tissue regeneration. Essential for maintaining the smooth muscle inside the penis that traps blood during erection. Calcium ensures healthy vessel function. Blood vessels rely on precise muscle contraction and relaxation to allow proper blood flow to the penis during arousal. Additional benefits. Bone support. Calcium and protein together strengthen bones, reducing fracture risk as we age. Satisfies hunger. Cheese is naturally filling without requiring large portions or extra calories. Helpful for maintaining a healthy weight. Recommended use. I typically suggest a small portion, about 50 to 100 grams. It's easy to add as a snack with fruit or nuts. Cubed into a salad for extra flavor and protein. On whole grain bread with tomato or avocado. A patient story. I remember one patient, Richard, 74. He was always skeptical about dietary advice, calling it rabbit food. He liked solid, traditional meals. But he also came to me worried about declining erections, leg cramps at night, and feeling hungry all the time, even after meals. We talked about easy swaps, and one of the first things I recommended was adding natural cheese instead of processed spreads and salty snack foods. He started having a piece of cheese in the afternoon with apple slices or a handful of walnuts instead of chips. 3 months later, he told me. He felt less hungry between meals. His nighttime leg cramps improved, thanks to better calcium intake. And most importantly, he felt more confident in bed, firmer erections, and less anxiety about performance. It wasn't complicated. It was just real food supporting his body's natural processes. A gentle note for you. If you're watching this, please know this. Small changes make a real difference. Natural cheese is one of those satisfying, practical foods that older men can enjoy while supporting circulation, strength, and confidence. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just choose one thing you can do today to support your health. 5. Red beans, plant power for men. General description. Red beans are one of the most underrated foods I recommend to older men. Affordable, filling, and easy to use, they're packed with plant protein and healthy carbohydrates that fuel your body naturally, without added junk. They're a great way to get solid nutrition that supports circulation, energy, and sexual health, while also caring for your overall well-being. Key components. Plant protein, essential for rebuilding and maintaining healthy tissues, including the smooth muscle in the penis. Dietary fiber, promotes healthy digestion and supports the gut microbiome, which affects inflammation and even hormone balance. Iron and folic acid, key for healthy blood production and circulation. Mechanism of action, supports healthy digestion. A well-balanced microbiome helps reduce inflammation throughout the body, supporting vascular health. Stabilizes blood sugar levels, prevents big swings that can damage blood vessels over time. Critical for erections. Provides protein for tissue regeneration. Helps maintain strong, responsive erectile tissue. Additional benefits. Lowers cholesterol. Fiber binds excess cholesterol in the gut, supporting heart health. Weight control. High fiber and protein content helps you feel full longer, reducing snacking and supporting healthy weight. Recommended use. I suggest enjoying red beans several times a week. Easy ways to include them. Tossed into salads. Added to hearty soups. Serve as a side dish with whole grains or vegetables. A patient story. One of my favorite stories is about Luis, age 69. He told me he was tired of feeling sluggish after meals, and he was embarrassed that his erections just weren't firm anymore. He used to rely on big, heavy meat portions and lots of white bread. We talked about small changes, and one was swapping in red beans a few times a week. He started making simple stews with beans, tomatoes, and spices. He put them in salads for lunch instead of processed meats. 3 months later, Luis came back with a big grin. He'd lost 7 pounds without even trying. His blood sugar was more stable. He felt lighter, more energized, and, his words, like I was 40 again in the bedroom. It wasn't magic. It was nutrition giving his body what it needed to heal, regenerate, and function the way it's supposed to. A note of confidence for you. If you're watching this, I want you to hear me clearly. You can feel strong, capable, and confident again. Age changes things, yes, but it doesn't mean you have to accept decline. Small, daily choices, like adding red beans to your meals, can reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, support hormone balance, and help you regain the erections, energy, and vitality you thought were gone. You're not too old. You're not broken. You just need the right approach. If you're willing to try this, I'd love to hear from you. Do you like beans? How do you prepare them? Where are you watching from? Your story matters. Your health matters. And I'm here to help you reclaim it, one meal at a time. Overall message. Let's take a moment to sum up what we've covered today. These 5 simple, powerful foods, chicken eggs, walnuts, avocado, natural cheese, and red beans, aren't fancy or expensive. They're everyday options that deliver real, science-backed benefits. They can help you reduce inflammation, which is one of the hidden causes of erectile decline, improve blood circulation, ensuring your penis gets the oxygen-rich blood it needs for firm, lasting erections, support healthy hormone balance, including testosterone, so your desire and confidence stay strong, restore erectile function and vitality, helping you feel capable, connected, and fully alive. These foods don't promise miracles overnight, but they're the kind of steady, reliable support that can transform how you feel over weeks and months. helping you reclaim the energy and sexual health you thought were behind you. Call to action. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods do you already eat? How do you like to prepare them? Share in the comments. Let's make this a real conversation where older men can learn from and support each other. And if you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episodes. We'll keep talking honestly about the health, intimacy, and independence you deserve at any age. Your health is worth it. Your confidence is worth it. And you're not alone on this journey. Thank you for being here. Let's keep going together.